The discovery of the universe as we understand it today was not a sudden or planned event, but rather the result of a chance observation made about 100 years ago, which changed our entire perspective of existence. Before that moment, people believed that the Milky Way galaxy was the entirety of the universe, and everything in the sky, stars, planets, and nebulae were thought to be part of it. The idea of countless galaxies scattered throughout space was unimaginable. In the early 20th century, astronomers were carefully observing light from distant objects in the sky. Among them was Edwin Hubble, an American astronomer working at the Mount Wilson Observatory in California. Using one of the world's most powerful telescopes at the time, he studied what were then called spiral nebulae, cloud-like structures seen through telescopes. One of these objects, known as the Andromeda Nebula, had been a topic of debate for many years. Some astronomers believed it was part of the Milky Way, while others suspected it was something much farther away. Hubble meticulously measured the distance to the Andromeda object by observing variable stars known as Cepheid variables. These stars have a predictable brightness pattern that allowed him to calculate how far away the object was. When the calculations were complete, he realized that this object was far beyond the Milky Way, millions of light years away. This meant that Andromeda was not a cloud of gas within our galaxy, but an entirely separate galaxy itself, containing billions of stars. This discovery fundamentally changed everything. It expanded the known universe from just the Milky Way to a vast cosmos filled with countless galaxies scattered throughout space. Soon after, Hubble and other astronomers noticed that many galaxies appeared to be moving away from us, and their light was redshifted, meaning the wavelength of the light was stretched as they sped away. This observation led to the realization that the universe itself is expanding, which later became the foundation for the Big Bang theory, the idea that the universe began from a single, incredibly dense and hot point and has been expanding ever since. What makes this discovery even more fascinating is that it was not planned as a grand cosmic breakthrough. Hubble's observations were part of routine scientific work, driven by curiosity rather than by a desire to uncover the largest structure in existence. A simple decision to observe a nebula with a new telescope led to one of the most profound revelations in human history. Today, we understand that the universe is unimaginably vast, filled with galaxies, dark matter, black holes, and mysteries that are still being unraveled. The chance observation made a century ago not only revealed that the universe is far bigger than previously thought, but also opened up new avenues for science, philosophy, and human imagination. It reminds us that sometimes the most transformative discoveries come not from elaborate plans, but from paying attention to the unexpected and having the courage to explore the unknown. The big picture is a way of understanding something much larger, deeper, and more connected than the small details we see every day. It's like standing on a mountain and looking at an entire landscape instead of focusing on one tree or rock. When we talk about the big picture of the universe, it means seeing the universe not as separate stars, planets, or galaxies, but as one enormous, interconnected system that has a history, a structure, and a purpose that we are only beginning to understand. The big picture of the universe includes everything that exists, matter, energy, space, and time, and how they all interact with one another. It's about asking questions not just about one star or one planet, but about how everything came to be, how it changes, and where it is headed. It asks how tiny atoms form stars, how stars group into galaxies, how galaxies collide and merge, and how entire cosmic structures create patterns that stretch across unimaginable distances. This larger perspective also forces us to think about who we are in the grand scheme of things. We are just one planet in one solar system, inside one galaxy among billions more, floating in a vast space that began billions of years ago. It's humbling, but it's also inspiring. It makes us realize how small and fragile our existence might be, yet how special it is to be part of something so vast and complex. The big picture helps scientists look beyond individual problems and see patterns that explain how the universe works. For example, when astronomers discovered that galaxies are moving away from each other, it wasn't just a random observation. It fit into a much larger understanding that the universe is expanding. From that, scientists built models of how the universe began, how it evolved, and what might happen in the future. It's like looking at pieces of a puzzle scattered across a table. Each one may not mean much alone, but when you put them together, you start to see an incredible image taking shape. It's not just about science, though. The big picture touches philosophy, spirituality, and human curiosity. It pushes us to ask, why are we here? What is the purpose of life? Is the universe endless? Are there other forms of life out there? These questions drive us to explore, experiment, and imagine possibilities that go far beyond what we can touch or see. Thinking in terms of the big picture also encourages us to be patient and persistent. Discoveries don't happen overnight. The expansion of the universe wasn't revealed by one telescope alone, but by years of observations, calculations, and insights from many scientists working together. Every small finding, every experiment, every question asked contributes to a much larger understanding that connects past, present, and future. Ultimately, the big picture is about perspective. It reminds us that even though we face challenges in our daily lives, we are part of something far greater. A universe that has been forming for billions of years and will continue to evolve long after we are gone. By keeping this view in mind, we not only learn more about the cosmos, but also about ourselves, our place in existence, and the endless wonders that await discovery. It's a way of thinking that expands the mind, deepens understanding, and opens the heart to the beauty and mystery of everything around us.